This is Godfell, issue number 2 by Ben Hennessy. I've done a review of issue 1, was curious enough to go on and have a look at issue 2, so here it is. I guess I'm not going to be as slow or in-depth on the art because I guess I gave my opinion on maybe in detail, but more my feeling or the vibe of this issue. I really enjoyed it. It's still, you know what I've really come to learn or understand about myself when I'm reading comics. I always find the less speech bubbles, the better. I don't know what it is. Like, I just, when I'm like, if I'm reading a novel, I'm not like bothered about tons of speech bubbles. But I think sometimes if you've got too many speech bubbles in a comic book, it kind of drowns out what's actually going on in the story. Like, even like, say this for example, like there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels, and there's a absolute ton of speech bubbles in there. I'm not sure how Ben deals with that stuff. Like, does he draw out where all these speech bubbles are gone? It kind of looks like he does, because he's leaving space for the characters to work around it. But there's, like, I can't help every time I look at a book thinking, if I was looking at this script, what would I do or how would I deal with it? And like, this issue to me seemed like there's loads of fun parts in it to draw, and I think Ben's done a great job. Actually, I love this. I love that shot there of the two main characters. But there's a lot of these crowd scenes which would just break my heart. I'd absolutely shudder. There's some really, once again, super violent. Like, holy shit, look at that. But yeah, stuff like that, just, oh god, I just wouldn't be able to do that. I think I'd have a nervous breakdown having to draw out those crowd scenes. Like, but there's some, like, the art, it's just, there's so many panels. Sometimes I feel like it's hard for the artist to really show off when there's, like, I think nearly every page has like a minimum of 5 panels, like, which is tough. Like even that, like, potentially that could have been like a full pager, you know, just having Zanzi fighting a ton of people, and like, she's taken some, sorry, I need to hold this correctly, I'm not really watching the camera here, but you know, you could have her like really blowing out a page in a battle, and you know, get Ben flexing his artistic muscle. But I do feel like, and I don't want to be shitting on the writer here, you know, it's just my thoughts. Like, there's probably people out there that love tons of text and lots of panels and stuff like that. Like, but I guess maybe I'm just a bit of a lowbrow comic book fan, you know. I like more art and less less talking. This is cool. It's like they're working their way through, they're escaping from that army of I can't remember the name of them. They're kind of like a cult that they predicted this. I think they predicted that this body would fall, a god would fall from the sky, and then they kind of came in, and because their doomsday prediction was accurate, they're pulling in more and more people into their cult, like, and our two heroes are trying to navigate past them. But this is where they're trying to escape, and I love these types of cross sections, you know, of buildings, or, you know, I guess this is probably, maybe this is kind of like arteries and stuff like that, like, because they're in the leg of the god. What else have we got? Like, yes, I think like there was a lot of talking, which, and this is terrible, like, I can't really remember. I remember the kind of overarching story, but I don't remember specifically what they were talking about in a lot of it. Like, when, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty bad. This is probably, well, it's not a bad review. It's not heavily, I didn't write out a ton of notes. Like, I guess I'm just trying to promote and pimp this book out, because there's some really cool stuff in it. Like I love the world, I love the designs, some crazy. This scene is mad. Really cool action set piece where they come into this kind of area where they think they're safe, and then they once again come across the cult, and their only way out is they there's like these weird kind of they're like maggots, but people, like there's saddles and stuff on them, and like that's a really cool page there. Look at that. There's only like 1, 2, 3. You could nearly say there's only 3 panels there, and like there's no speech bubbles, and like this is cool. They essentially the heroes. I only remember Zanzi because that was a character I done the fan art of. I can't even remember this character's name, but she throws some daggers at these creatures, and they create this big charge. Beautiful page there, which the creatures just kind of mill through those that cult and destroy them all. And then when they get to the other side, these weird kind of, I'm not exactly sure what they are, but it's almost like these capsules with some kind of flammable material, and they just throw them down and set them on fire to ensure their escape is secure. But it's weird, like the most interesting thing in this book was the final page, like where they get to this kingdom inside where they think I get the impression that they're not safe, and it's just because of what Zanzi said at the end here. But essentially, like, there's a big orgy going on, which I wasn't expecting. I didn't think from the art style, I didn't think the book was going to be too violent, which it is. And then I didn't think there'd be any sex in here either, but there's a bit of riding going on. So but Zanzi's like, we are still in hell. So I'm not sure why. Maybe she just doesn't like orgies, but I guess we'll see in issue 3. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video. Some awesome art again from Ben. Some cool action sequences in there. A bit heavy on the dialogue at times, and yeah, the colours are fantastic as well. That's Trina. Is that Trina Farrell or is that someone else? Different colours this time. Vittorio, Astone. I didn't even notice different colours, but so they've kind of nailed that with some nice consistency going on. But yeah, that's Godfell issue 2. Go and check it out if you are interested in fantasy and you want to explore a strange new world. Yeah, click the like and subscribe button and the notification bell to get more notifications on these types of videos.